Jai Sri Swaminarayan, SSGM English Medium School, CBSE school, run by Sri Sajanand Gurukul Sanchalit, heartily welcomes to you on this online platform. So students, in my last part, we have covered 7th chapter of standard 7, that is getting to know plants. In that chapter, we have discussed about 3 types of plants, that is herbs, shrubs and trees. Also we have discussed about some creepers and what are climbers. We also classify all these 5 types of plants in different ways. Also have done some activities, and we have some done activity on stems also. That's what we understood there in that activity, that stem carries water from ground to the other parts of the plants, that is such in branches, leaves, etc. So we have stopped at our topic, that is leaf. So today we are start with our new topic, that is leaf. So look at leaves of plants around you and draw them in your notebook. Are all the leaves the same in size, shape and color? So they are saying that go and watch some types of leaves around you, whatever plants may have, you pluck their leaves and draw their figures in your notebook, and you have to notice that are their size, shape and color are same. What did you find? You have to answer and write down in your notebook. So how are they attached to the stem? They are also asking how these leaves are attached to the stems. The part of leaf by which it is attached to the stem is called petiole. The broad green part of the leaf is called lamina. Can you identify these parts of leaves in plants around you? Do all the leaves have petioles? So they are again asking that all the leaves have petiole or not. You have to see different types of leaves around you and you have to find by yourself. So see, let us get to know the leaf better by taking its impression. If you thought that leaves cannot sign, here is an activity which will make you think again. So they are also talking about the impression of the leaves here, but we will do it later. First of all, we understand what is petiole, what is lamina. Okay. So here you can see the somehow structure of leaf. So leaf is similarly like somehow looks like this. Okay. So and I think this is the branch. Okay. So this portion, the point or this portion, the point where it is attached to the branch is known as petiole. Okay. The green broad portion, that this portion of leaf, the whole part of leaf, this is known as lamina. Okay. The point where it is attached to the stem or branch is known as petiole, and the broad section of the leaf is known as lamina. So again they are saying to do one kind of activity about the impression of the leaf. So here we start our next activity, that is activity 3. What they are saying? Put a leaf under a white sheet of paper or a sheet in your notebook. Hold it in your place as shown in figure 7.9. Hold your pencil tip sideways and rub it on the portion of the paper having the leaf below it. Did you get an impression with some lines in it? Are they similar to those on the leaf? These lines on the leaf are called veins. Do you see a thick vein in the middle of the leaf? This vein is called the midrib. The design made by vein in the leaf is called the leaf venation. If this design is net like on both the sides of the midrib, the venation is reticulate. See figure 7.10a. In the leaves of grass, you might have seen that the veins are parallel to one another. This is parallel venation. Observe the venation as many leaves as you can without removing them from the plant. Draw the pattern and write names of some plants having reticulate and parallel venation. Shall we now find out some of the functions of leaf. So in this paragraph they are talking about the venation. So let's see what is venation, how many types are there, and what is the difference between types of venation. Okay, so also they are saying to do one activity in which you have to take impression of the leaf. First of all, you have to put one leaf on a table, okay, and put one paper, white paper or white sheet over it. Make sure that the leaf is below the paper, okay, first leaf then white sheet, and then take your pencil with sharpened and pointed and rub over it over the paper. So after rubbing it over it, you will find some impression on the paper such like this. Okay, so there is little design also. The lines which we see on the impression, these lines are known as veins. These are known as veins. Okay, and the central, the thick broad line in the center, this is known as midrib. As the name suggested, mid means in the center. The main center line is known as midrib, and the lines which are on both sides of the midrib are known as veins. So generally you will find two types of veins in the structure of leaf. The reticulate venation and parallel venation. So what do you understand by reticulate venation and parallel venation? Generally two types, almost two types of venation are there, that is reticulate venation and parallel venation. Okay. So in reticulate and parallel venation, venation means simply the design, the zigzag design we find on the impression on page is known as venation. The different types of pattern we observe of leaf is known as venation. So generally two types of patterns we observed on the of leaf or observed on the page or sheet of paper. These are reticulate venation and parallel venation, means two types of pattern we observe. Venation simply means ke pattern. Venation means pattern we observe on sheet of paper. So first type, that is reticulate venation, like simply web like structure. This is crisscross or web like crisscross pattern. This type of crisscross pattern is known as reticulate venation, reticulate design, reticulate pattern or reticulate venation. All are same. The pattern means design on both the sides of midrib that we observe on leaf. So leaves which have crisscross or web like pattern on its leaf are known as reticulate venation. And there is one more type of venation that we found on the leaf, structure of leaf, that is parallel venation. In parallel venation, same leaves may be there or some different leaves may be there, but all this is midrib and other veins are also parallel to the midrib. All veins are parallel to one another, that is parallel to midrib. In this type of venation, the pattern is parallel. All the veins are parallel to one another, and in this venation, the veins are crisscross in pattern. So, hope you understand the difference between the particulate venation and parallel venation. These are the design we observe on the structure of leaf. So, moving forward, so functions of leaf. What are the functions of leaf that we understand now? So, activity 4, we will require a hub, 2 transparent polythene bags and some string. Do this activity during daytime. They are saying to do this activity at the time of day. Well watered plant that has been growing in the sun. For this activity, enclose a leafy branch of the plant in a polythene bag and tie up its mouth as shown in figure 7.1. So, they are saying that we have to take one herb and 2 transparent polythene bags and some strings. Strings means thread like structure. Okay. And they are saying that this activity should be done during daytime. Use healthy plant, well watered plant that has been growing in the sun. We have to take healthy, not weak or old plants. Some healthy type of plants we have to take in this activity. Enclose a leafy branch of the plant in a polythene bag and tie up its mouth as shown in figure. So, leafy branch, a branch which has more number of leaves, we have to enclose, put a polythene bag over it and tie it with a string. So, tie up the mouth of the another empty polythene bag and keep it also in the sun. And as they have already told that take 2 polythene bags. Okay. First polythene bag should be covered with, enclose the leafy branch of the plant, or another, don't put anything inside it, just type and cover it in, put in the sun. After few hours, observe the inner surface of the bags. What do you see? So, after let it be put there in sun for some time, for 10 to 15 minutes or 30 minutes. After 30 minutes, what will you observe? You have to observe 2 polythene bags, and what do you see? What will you observe? They are asking to us. So, are there any droplets of water in any of the bags? So, they are asking us, is there any droplets of water, water drops are there in any of the 2 polythene bags which we put enclose first branchy leaves and one nothing in it. Okay. So, which bag has the droplets? Which bag? Hope you understand what they want to say. How do you think they got there? Don't forget to remove the polythene bag after this activity. Also, they are saying to take out the polythene bag after the activity is over. So, water comes out of the leaf in the form of vapor by a process called transpiration. So, they are talking about the process known as transpiration. Transpiration is a type of process in which water vapor come out from the leaves. Okay, excess water which is coming out of the leaves. So, plants release a lot of water into the air through this process. So, they are also saying that plants release lots of water, excess water, some water they are needing for their making food, but the water which is present in excess quantity they are removing from the leaves. We will learn more about this in chapter 14, that we will learn further about this topic, that is transpiration, in chapter 14. Why did we tie a bag around the leaves? Would we have seen the water from the transpiration of plants otherwise? What makes the water appear on the polythene bags? In chapter 5, we notice water changing into different forms in some of our activities. Can you think of this and name the process that makes water drops appear on the polythene bag? Leaves also have another function. Let us study this. Okay, so in this activity, they are talking about the process and the process known as transpiration. So, transpiration. Okay. So, in this activity, as they told that we have to take 2 polythene bags and just put one polythene bag like this, tie it with a string and let it be in sun for few time, and take another. There are so many leaves, and enclose with this and tie it with a string and let it be for some time. After 30 minutes or more, or 15 minutes, you can take some time, means 15 minutes, 30 minutes, 45 minutes, whatever you want to take. After some time, you will observe tiny water droplets in this polythene. In this you will not observe single water droplets. So, why we observe water droplets in this polythene bags, and where did it come from? This is the question they are asking, and the solution also mentioned there as transpiration. The reason behind this water droplet is known as transpiration. As transpiration is the process, so like our skin, we have pores, small holes we have present in our face, hands, every part of the body. Similarly, leaves also have some small types of pores inside it. If you will observe it carefully, there are tiny pores like this. So, water from this get evaporated. This is known as transpiration. Transpiration. The process of removing excess water by the leaves is known as transpiration, or the process by which water removed from the leaves in the form of vapor is known as transpiration. So, there is one more function of the leaves which will be cover now. So, activity 5, we will require a leaf, spirit, a beaker, test tube, burner, water, a plate and iodine solution for this activity. They are mentioning the things which we require for this our activity. As they are saying about leaf, first of all we have to take one leaf, spirit, that is kerosene, beaker, vessel, you can take vessel, test tubes, glass tubes, burner, water, plate and iodine solution. So, put a leaf in a test tube and pour spirit to completely cover the leaf. So, they are saying take a test tube, and put leaf inside it. So, you have to take test tube like this, okay, and put one leaf inside it. Put leaf inside it, half filled it with spirit. Okay. Then next they are saying put a leaf in a test tube and pour spirit to completely cover the leaf. Now put the test tube in a beaker half filled with water. Heat the beaker till all the green color from the leaves comes out into the spirit. So, put this test tube in another beaker, okay, which is half filled with water, and below it burn it with burner. Put it on a tripod stand. Okay. So, take a tripod stand and put a burner below it and boil the beaker which is half filled with water, and also in the beaker, inside the beaker there is a one test tube in which contains a leaf and which is also filled with spirit. So, after few times of this burning or boiling this water till the leaf color changes or the green color totally removed from the leaves, we have to boil this water by this burner. So first of all there is one test tube, in test tube there is one leaf with spirit. This whole test tube is put inside the beaker which is containing water inside it, and we have to boil this water. So, after few times boil it for some time till the color of the leaves gets changed or color is removed from the leaf. Take out the leaf carefully and wash it in a water. Put it on a plate and pour some iodine solution over it. So, after some times you have to take this leaf on a plate. Okay. So, take a plate and put this leaf on this structure, wash it carefully and put some iodine solution. So, what will you observe? Okay, they will ask us later. Since the activity involves the use of spirit and heating, it is advised that it is demonstrated by the teacher in the class. As you know that this activity is involving heating or boiling of water, so students shall not perform this activity in alone, they should perform along with the teacher or in presence of your parents. So, what do you observe? Compare your observation with those done in chapter 2 when you tested food for presence of different nutrients. Does this mean that the leaf has starch in it? Okay. In chapter 2, we saw that a slice of raw potato also shows the presence of starch. Potatoes get this starch from other parts of the plant and store it. However, leaves prepare their food in the presence of sunlight and a green colored substance present in them. For this, they use water and carbon dioxide from air. This process is called photosynthesis. Oxygen is given out in this process. The food prepared by leaves ultimately gets stored in different parts of the plants. So, by this activity, you will see that the color is totally removed, and after putting iodine solution, so color will be removed and no starch test will show positive. So, no blue black color will be observed on putting of starch. Also, they are talking about the process of photosynthesis. Photosynthesis is the process by which green plants prepare their own food with the help of carbon dioxide, water, minerals in presence of chlorophyll, that is green pigment which we present in the leaf. So, we are completing up to photosynthesis process in this lecture, and we will carry in our next topic, that is roots. Okay, thank you. Jai Swaminarayan.